right, we're going to let it breathe for a second, everyone, but we are back here for, it's not really a four quarters, it's more a triumvirate here that we've got tonight. We got Ender over on the side with Hoosier Sports Talk. We've got Trent down below, at least on my stream. It could be different on everybody else's monitors. But we got quite a bit to get into tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and it is, I mean, it's so good to be back. And I mean, everyone's just kind of got a lot going on here. I've had a lot going on my side with work and everything. Trent's getting married. So huge congrats to Trent, by the way. That is awesome.
Did a lot of marriage prep lately.
I was going to say that's why we missed last week, wasn't it?
Partly, but a lot of it had to do with just everyone being burned out.
Yeah, I was gonna say I needed the mental health day last week, and then Ender did get some graphics finished up for me. I still need to get that video done. We've been lagging a little bit over here on the Crushing It side, but we got a big episode to get into. So no matter what side you are watching this on, whether you are watching the VOD or watching us live on mine or Trent's channel, or you're watching the re-upload over on Hoosier Sports Talk, don't forget to like and sub. We all appreciate it. Helps all of us out. I'm on the road to 500. I hit 435, I think, this week. Trent, you're on your way. How close are you to 3?
I'm like at 232. It's moving slow lately right now, but
I was going to say we are certainly in the lull of the off season, and then Ender he's just getting his channel off the ground. But with that being said, let's get into everything, folks, because there is a massive problem staring the NFL in the face. It's a familiar problem that we've already seen disastrous results come out of, but given the current atmosphere or the current times that we live in, this could be a massive, massive issue. All right. So the refs, the NFL referee union and the NFL negotiations have stalled between both parties. Now, the idea now is that there's going to be replacement refs. There's going to be scabs. There's basically always been scabs during a lockout or a strike, and we've seen how that's gone basically every time. But the refs in particular, and we'll get a little more into this. I want to get your guys' thoughts on this as we get into it. Replacement refs. Man. Well, I'll let Ender take a crack at this first. We'll go down to Trent. Ender, replacement refs. I mean, like,
if it didn't work the first time, why are we trying it again?
If it ain't fixed, don't break it.
Just get the refs back. They suck enough already. I don't need high school refs sucking even worse.
Oh, boy. And Trent, you saw this happen in real time the last time that this happened with the replacement refs. And I don't think anybody needs to be reminded of the Fail Mary. But, I mean, just run me through your thoughts on this, man.
Well, I remember seeing that game, the Fail Mary game, and that was the end of the whole NFL refs being there.
That's what ended the lockout, I think.
That's what ended the lockout. And then they had one in 2001. I don't remember that one. But it's just pay them. What is it, $500K a year? I don't know how much.
You're a multi-billion-dollar corporation. Just pay the refs, please.
It's basically like Mr. Krabs pinching pennies and not paying Squidward and SpongeBob at this point. It's the best I can do for a reference. It's freaking ridiculous.
62 cents.
I don't know.
Do you want SpongeBob's soul, or do you want all the change in me pocket?
Oh, change in your pocket.
62 cents. I'll take the money.
Mr. Krabs.
I think the NFL fans are certainly SpongeBob in this situation. And I think the USA Today article that was written about this, it was an opinion by Jarrett Bell written this morning, 10:30 Eastern time. But something and I think that this really, and especially given the time and age that we're in with, every sports betting corporation having stakes in the game. I mean, you got to think about it. DraftKings, Prize Picks, Kalshi, all of these market apps, Underdog, like where so many people already, where there's already like this kind of, I don't want to say underground narrative, but it's like not quite mainstream, but it's not quite like super underground. But when you've already got people who are like entrenched in the opinion that the league is fixed or that the league is rigged, I mean, the referees have to have all this leverage, and you have to think that at the negotiating table, they are bringing that up. They're saying, look, people are already dissatisfied with the officiating. But if you bring in these replacement refs, you are going to have a much bigger issue on your hands because, again, especially given how hard gambling has been pushed in the NFL the last couple of seasons, I do think that it threatens not just the integrity of the game, but I think it could threaten the NFL as a whole.
I think that it's one of those things that at least the refs aren't as bad in the NFL as they are in baseball. I mean,
the umps in baseball are. I mean, you know, Angel Hernandez has a reputation.
Is a big name, but to grab these guys off the street and say, "Hey, you got a few weeks to learn." Now, granted, they have months to learn if they don't get it, but I think that. I don't even know what are the details of this thing. Anyways,
I don't even like know what the hangs up or like what the hang-ups are. I think it's really and it's I mean it like it's a whole like I almost look at this as a metaphor. I'm not going to get into that, but like right now just the referees as the workers they want to raise. And I think that they perfectly have the leverage for that. Again, given the current climate with everything, with all the gambling shit going on, for lack of a better term, and the billion-dollar corporation just doesn't want to pay them because they want to pinch a few extra pennies, and I really think that's it. And there might be more to it because and so this is deeper in the article. Let's see. So this is, I'll go from a quote here. They're talking about the 2012 lockout. Yeah, and Roger Goodell ended up writing an apology letter to the fans, Green said. Green's the head of the referee union, name-dropping the commissioner and chief heat shield. I don't think he likes to do that very often. Then again, history has a way of repeating itself or serving as a crucial warning. So the current pact expires on May 31st. And then the article does go on to say there's not much in the public space that suggests the stare down, and this is quoting that it won't extend into the season. So the union accused the league of sending an empty suit. The counter proposal got rejected. The NFL accused the union of bargaining in bad faith because they won't budge on financial demands. So this could be bad. And this could... Dax putting in, the NFL has no angel yet. There might be an argument to be made about a few of the crews, or at least one of the crews. I can't think of the name of the head of that crew. But like, this is a problem. And with the officials already being under such scrutiny, given the climate with all the gambling shit going on now that that's been legalized... Like, the NFL could really be shooting themselves, I'd say the foot, but the foot feels too kind. They might cheddar bob themselves with this one.
The NFL is attempting to squeeze the refs for money, and the refs are finally fighting back and taking it to NFL.
I think this is going to be a lesson that
we do.
I think this is a lesson that the billion-dollar corporation's going to have to learn the fucking hard way again.
The NFL needs to think of something fast with things like the UFL on the rise of popularity. You got the COFL coming into now prominent view.
See, and I think something big that the UFL does is the refs are accountable to the public because the whole video process is televised. And I wonder if that's something in like maybe some of the negotiations that the NFL refs aren't too keen on doing. I don't know what that looks like. Like maybe the NFL does want that, or maybe they don't. And that's not even a bargaining chip. I think that could be used as a bargaining chip, though. League says, hey, we up the accountability to the public and show the review process, but we give you the raise. And I think that would help the game immensely. But that's another thing that's going to make this really, really hard if we have to have scab refs, is there is no accountability to anybody.
Watch, though.
They're still gonna watch, but the product is going to take a hit. It's going to.
Yeah.
In terms of officiating, I think the NFL needs something like the MLB is instituted. My God, I can't speak. You know, like the MLB, you watch the MLB more than I do. The instant replay rule where they can question calls made by an official.
There is that one, and then they just implemented the ABS challenge system, and I saw that a couple of times last night watching Mariners Guardians opening day. There was and granted it wasn't like a call that came to fruition, but Stephen Kwan challenged a call that struck him out. Gilbert, I think, just put like a backdoor slider on him or like a backdoor splitter. Kwan didn't agree, tapped the helmet, and again, the call didn't come to fruition. But they can challenge it, is the thing now.
We need something like that.
My chat asked to beg to differ. Gab refs gave him the Fail Mary.
Was that the Fail Mary was not a net positive, though?
We won that game, he says. This is true.
We just need something like the MLB has, where a team can take the question of a ref and challenge it either during the game or after the game. And if the NFL finds out that the ref made a bad decision, that ref can be reprimanded for that decision.
I think they need to get rid of the fact that you're not allowed to question, to, like, say the refs made a bad call from players. I think refs are too protected.
Yeah, I do think that there is an extent to that. Well, and that's why I referenced how the UFL does the replay system, though, where like all of those discussions are televised.
See, that's the problem with most major sports today is you can't question the officials at all. Like the NBA, if you dare question any of the league officials for their rulings, they will fine you for it.
Yeah. That's true. And NFL
Don't the NFL do that too? Yeah, I was going to say, like...
They suspended Drake Greenlaw, didn't they?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure he was, like, threatening to throw hands with the ref. Well, so it's...
To be fair, sometimes the refs deserve it. Or you could be Alex Pierce and gently breeze by a ref and get ejected.
You didn't touch him, but yeah.
To be fair, though, the scab refs are going to make this problem 87,000 times worse.
Oh, yeah,
I think each officiating crew needs a report card after every game.
I think that's what drove a lot of like some of these like bits of accountability that we're seeing in the MLB, because I know there's the ump scorecards that started going around. There's an account, I think, on Twitter. An account on Twitter that does that. And like everyone can go and everyone can criticize it, and it's there's no token of accountability for the refs. And to kind of like wrap this point in a bow, if you're going into a season with scab refs with no accountability again, I don't know if it's going to take another Fail Mary for the refs to get what they want. But if you're the NFL, with the current gambling infrastructure that is now around the league, with people already throwing around the accusation that the league is fixed, this is going to have major problems.
Refs should have to answer questions at press conference after games like the players.
I like that.
I like that too. I just think it needs to be more transparent on how the refs are making these decisions, because it's beginning to feel like the refs are making these decisions based on their own money line bets.
Can't those guys in New York watch replays and interrupt the game?
People in New York do watch the game.
They can, but That one's weird because yes, they do have the replay center in New York, and now with like the instant review stuff that has come out that we did see last season overturn some stuff. I think they're still finding their footing with that, and that's not to be like an apologist because I think that needs to go for every call. I don't think you just leave that to the refs if you can overturn a blatant miscall. But
I've got a good plan for this year. Robot refs.
Robo refs.
That'll get the refs to the table quicker.
Well, the thing is, if you think about it, the ball has all this technology in it. And why are we still having issues getting what the downs are? Why are we having issues with spotting issues and all that? And my God, I can still bring up the Colts versus Texans game of them completely getting a field goal wrong.
I could toss out Broncos and Commanders in I think 23. On that, they missed a holding call in the end zone on the 2-point conversion that would have tied it after the Wilson Hail Mary. I think Brandon Johnson caught that.
I thought it was Golden Tate.
No, Broncos versus Commies.
Oh, okay. Bye.
We get first-person cameras and just put it inside every player's helmets.
NFL 2K5.
That flag game was Tom Brady's first game. NFL didn't solely hire officials. Flag was a beauty. No holding, no roughing the passer, no NFL refs. So Brady, I guess, benefited from another scab ref situation in 2001.
Oh God.
To be fair, Brady benefited from a lot of the officials.
Correct. This is
my final word on the referee thing is going to be: you've already had the Hail Mary and all the problems in 2012. With all the gambling shit, I think that there is no reason that the billion-dollar corporation should not be paying the officials.
To respond to someone in Trent's chat, yeah, I get that human error is part of the game, but when the officials are getting big calls wrong, that's where the issue is. They may get 99% of the calls correct, but it's the big calls that they're getting incorrect that's causing the issues.
Was saying that then we just let the players be replaced with robots as well. Make Real Steel a thing.
Hey,
Robot Football League sounds awesome.
That movie was sick.
The Jetsons did that too.
The Jetsons did that, really?
NFL players.
Great. Then we have to deal with AI becoming like Tua Tagovailoa.
Who can code the better ChatGPT football player?
No. He gets rocked in the head too many times that he just can't think.
You think AI can get CTE?
Motherboard just short circuits on the field. Oh God.
The promoter should hire the ref, and the organization should ref as the judges are a separate entity in the boxing. The promoter shouldn't hire the ref. That's what he meant. I agree. I would say like it should be. Well, then who would hire it?
I believe there should be, I guess, an official from each team. Each team would have a ref of their own that they'd bring. I don't know. Maybe not that.
Yeah, maybe not that.
Or maybe the NFL gets their head out their ass.
Problems immediately.
Excuse my language. Maybe the NFL gets their head out their ass and pay the refs.
That's my conclusion. Like you especially in the gambling climate, and I hate to keep coming back to this, but like in the current climate, you can't afford to let people question the officials more than they already do.
Players on the field make far more mistakes than the refs do.
But they're the players. It's the refs' jobs to get those mistakes.
The only thing I can say is that play with James Bradbury, that was a flag in the Super Bowl. I admit that.
Lord.
And there's a reason Bradbury's not on the team anymore.
Valid.
What are we doing next?
I wanted, so since we didn't do a segment last week. I wanted to get your guys' thoughts on the Jaylen Waddle trade because I've already said my piece on it all over this channel. Trust me. But I am very interested to see how what you guys feel or what you guys think about the Jaylen Waddle trade. I don't care who goes first. I'm very interested.
Well, I wake up to Brandon's video, and my mom is like, "What? Why the f? Why the f are they getting rid of all the players again?" And I'm like, "Mom, the Dolphins haven't won a playoff game since the year 2000." She's a Dolphins fan, granted, and she's like, "Really? It's been that long?" And I'm like, "Yes, Mom." And they just continuously spiral out of control. It's a great trade for the Broncos. They got a high-end receiver. As for the Dolphins, I have no problems with the refs until my Hawks get hosed. That is true. It's until your team gets beat down. But it's a great.
Going to waddle their way to the playoffs.
They have a great receiver. They got a good number 1, number 2, Cortland Sutton, and the Dolphins are blowing it up again. It's ridiculous, dude. I love the Dolphins. Like,
they needed to reset, though.
Yeah, but why do they need to reset? It's because they failed so many times before that. But to see them keep resetting and resetting, Dolphins aren't my team, but they're close to my heart because of my mom and my brother. And it just irks me that they keep doing this.
I still think that 70-point blowout against the Broncos is what cursed the Dolphins.
It's the worst thing that happened to them.
Dan, I think Perna made a video about that, how after that game, both teams went in completely different directions.
But in terms of Jaylen Waddle, I think Broncos getting Jaylen Waddle is exactly what Bo Nix needs. He
100%.
needs people that can catch.
Doesn't overthrow him.
Something that was big, too, with Jaylen Waddle, last year, was that so much of his production came from over the middle of the field. I think it was some number 40% or something. And I don't think the Broncos had a receiver with over 13% of their production over the middle.
He's one of the best over the middle, I think, right?
And Bo hasn't had any reliable guys over the middle, because you think the tight end position hasn't been there. Ingram was underwhelming last year, even though I do want to see a second season out of him. Troutman is not that guy. Sutton's more of an outside jump ball guy. Franklin's more of an outside route guy. Mims is just a speed guy that I don't think gets enough use, but again, not a whole lot of his production. I thought Nix needed an ACL or something as well. He needs an ankle. Is the
Waddle will experience the Bo overthrow.
Yeah, I will say, in defense, the Bo overthrow was not a problem in the back half of 2025.
Yeah,
I don't think I can.
In Nick's defense, he's been getting his overthrow in he's been getting
Waddle's fast enough to catch up to the Bo overthrow anyways.
The NFL owns the Eagles and Cowboys and hires refs. I'm not sure.
So who? I don't think the NFL owns the Eagles.
No, they don't.
That's
they don't.
Another something that I kind of wanted to and this just kind of pops up here. Kind of want to know what you guys think about this as well. Matt LaFleur extended, and Jordan Love came out in support of him. Quote, very happy that the Packers extended him per NFL.com. What do you guys think of that?
Mm-hmm.
Matty LaFleur.
I think he's an all right coach. I think he's underwhelming.
Him, much like the Packers, is just kind of mid. I can't. As a mid team,
the Packers keep going to the playoffs under him.
Yeah. Playoffs. So
but
Marvin Lewis went to the playoffs too.
Going to the playoffs and losing in the playoffs is. You can only do that so many times before you start getting frustrated.
I was going to say John Fox got fired for basically that exact reason. When
Cough,
the
cough,
Broncos were in a
Bills.
Super Bowl window. It's not quite what got Shanahan canned, but like it's low-key what got Shanahan canned. Even though the teams like weren't really making the playoffs after 05, like he had so many botched decisions near the end of his tenure. Because, like, I think they could have gone back to the playoffs, like, in 07 or one of those seasons, or, like, 06. I think when they, it was one of those when they benched Plummer for Cutler.
Yeah.
When they were still, like, 7-3.
Didn't he, like, Plummer retired, right? And then they drafted.
No, Plummer was the starting quarterback going into 06.
Oh.
Because they spent a first rounder on Cutler out of Vandy, and then Cutler sat for most of the year. I don't remember if it was 07 or 06 or 07 that Plummer got benched. I want to say it was 06 though, but it was like they were 7-3. They benched Plummer. Cutler struggled. 07, they were kind of mid, and then 08, the year that got Shanahan fired, they blew a 4-game lead in the division with 4 games to go to hand the division to the 8-8 Chargers.
He did play in 06. I forgot he played in 06.
Yeah, Plummer played.
But he was he had 11 touchdowns and 13 interceptions at the time.
What was his starting record, though? Like 7-4? Yeah.
They were starting to go downhill, though.
It was an interesting time. I know this because I was 2 years old.
we have a little trash talking in the chat on my side. The Seahawks suck, and then Sam Pyle says Super Bowl 60 camps, yo. And then the NFL owns the Eagles. You think they could just go play in another league? Probably not. They do own the Eagles.
Probably not.
Plummer, one of my favorites. Plummer led them to a 7-4 record, and then on Sunday night, Cutler got his first start against my Hawks. That's a.
Ooh, those were ball knowledge. Those were the Sean Alexander Seahawks too.
Yeah, was that
the? No, Super Bowl was 05.
Year after.
Super Bowl was 05. Yeah, that's a crazy pull. We love shit like that, right? Yeah, that's a crazy pull.
We got some ball knowers in my
We got some ball knowers. MT, or I guess Four Corners, MTTF, whatever you want to call it. We got ball knowers.
Sean Alexander, can you believe he won MVP? 27 touchdowns, right? He had 27 touchdowns.
It was a crazy year.
Sean Alexander.
I'm gonna go find it real quick. I'll pull up his numbers from 05. He had such a steep drop off after he was on the Madden cover.
We were 7-4 as well, and Plummer was not hurt. No, his play was just not.
Was Alexander another victim to the Madden curse?
So Alexander peaked from 03 to 05. So this is from there. So he had 1,435 yards, 14 touchdowns in 03, 1,696 and 16 in 04, and then 1,880 and 27 touchdowns in 05.
The record stood for 1 year, and then LT.
Oh, that's right. LT had a crazy year in 06.
Yeah, but then touchdowns, right? Over 30.
But then after that, Alexander was just never the same guy. He only played 10 games the next year. His yards per carry dropped by 1.5 yards. And then he just never recovered.
That's the years that the Seahawks started dropping off a little bit.
Well, because those were the back end of the Hasselbeck years, but he was just hurt and then inefficient. Yeah. He was never the same guy after that. Because even before, Washington
in 1 year?
Oh wait, that was his final season.
So great.
Then he called it quits.
That's sad. He pissed me off a lot, but
honestly, I feel and hear me out here, I feel if TD is a Hall of Famer, I feel the case is there for Sean Alexander.
Oh, Sean got paid in 06, and then it changed him.
Yeah, he got what in 06?
Paid.
Ow.
Got a huge contract.
Didn't he get hurt too? Like, didn't he have like some major injury?
Dancing around the line of scrimmage. So this guy is Sam Poyle's a Seahawks fan, so he's got to be in the know more so than I.
Yeah. That's crazy.
He stopped being more of a downhill runner and started, like he was saying, dancing.
And at
I
that
wasn't
point,
a big Alexander fan, but looking back, he was fun to watch. Yeah, for sure. He pissed me off though.
I wonder how good his like receiving numbers were. Like I wonder like. Oh, he had a couple of okay receiving years.
I remember.
A few okay years.
I remember when Reggie Bush got lit up by was it Sheldon Brown?
That's beyond me.
Yeah. Sad DK, my favorite player in the league. DK Metcalf? Your favorite player right now? Huh.
DK had a weird year last year.
Was it Sheldon Brown hitting Reggie Bush? Oh, yeah, you were a little guy when Reggie Bush was drafted.
Yeah. Well, because when did he get picked? Because that was like,
06?
06? Was that the Mike Ditka ships off an entire draft for him guy, or is that Ricky Williams?
Who?
Who did Mike Ditka send like a whole?
That was Ricky Williams in '99.
That's okay. That's who I thought it was. Ricky in '99.
99. It was Sheldon. Yeah, Sheldon Brown, Ricky Williams, and then he only played a few seasons in.
Thax is saying I'm still predicting that the season is going to be a repeat of 49. Comes down to a play on the one between the Broncos and Hawks this time. That'd be wild. That would be wild.
It could be. You never know.
That would put me in a coffin.
I unfortunately have no hopes for the Colts this season. It's going to be another maybe 9-8 season.
I don't know
just because Jones is going to be recovering from the Achilles.
Yeah, well, that and we haven't really made any moves.
That and you don't have Michael Pittman and you don't have a first to take a receiver.
Oh yeah, you guys ended up giving Sauce Gardner.
Yeah. The one move I think we made that I'm still trying to question because I have no stats over is Carson Tout.
Who?
I do want to say, I think this is a pretty deep receiver class. Like, I think you could end up with somebody decent in the second round.
I thought it was a thin one.
So
I've heard.
It could be. There's some guys to like here, though.
The Colts, in order to I'm going to say they circumvented the draft doing this, took Notre Dame power forward Carson Tout as a tight end.
That guy.
To play tight end, just yoinked him out of basketball.
Literally yanked him off Notre Dame's bench. Is like, nope, you're with us now.
Hey, you're a football player now.
He's 2'8", 250 pounds. I mean,
he's 2'8".
6'8", 250.
2'8".
I was at a Phillies game when Eagles lost to Ricky Waters and the Seahawks 32-0. So Seahawks have never been my favorite, but respect. That's where that came from. That's where the anger came from. I get it. I get it, my friend.
It sucks when I'm sitting here trying to say, how good is Carson Tout going to be? I don't know. I'd put his stats here if I had any.
You are looking deep in the draft in the class. Who are you talking about? Carson Tout?
They signed it. They signed someone.
Oh, you're talking about the guy they signed. Okay. Sorry, I'm still
the rook. Who's that rookie? And I got him on my fantasy team last week. Year. What was his name? Warren.
That's the tight end.
Warren, yeah. Warren's a great tight end. I think he's going to be really good.
They need another weapon there, though. Like 100%. Like, all Alec Pierce does is deep routes.
Alec Pierce is good with deep routes.
Like, that play style is he's either got to develop his game a little more, or he's going to flame out hard. And that contract is going to look as bad as it looked on day one.
Let me see what the Colts have actually done, because I know we signed a few more.
I think there's value to be had in the second round when it comes to receivers, though. Like, you're not going to get a Jordan Tyson or like a Casey Conception. I think those are all first round guys. But I think potentially, I think potentially you see a guy like Chris Brazzell fall to you guys. 6'4", 198, ran a 4.37 at the combine. I could see a Denzel Boston out of Washington, who's a guy I really liked leading up through the offseason before we got Jaylen Waddle. Omar Cooper could potentially fall to the second round. Not because he's a bad receiver, just because like it's a top heavy class. Like I wouldn't be shocked to see 5 or 6 wide receivers go in the first round, honestly.
Oh, definitely.
Chris Bell is another guy that I've heard some good things out of Louisville. And then Malachi Fields, he didn't have the best combine, but like I still think he is a very quality wide receiver. Zachariah Branch out of Georgia could be another guy you guys look at in the second round. Like day 2, there is some value to be had on day 2 with the wide receiver position.
After getting Carson Tout, the Colts signed free agent Jerry Tillery.
Ooh.
DT Jerry Tillery, safety Jonathan Owens.
I don't hate that either.
CB Cam Taylor Britt.
Meh.
LB Akeem Davis Gaither.
Oh, you guys got Gaither?
Yeah, and we signed wide receiver Nick Westbrook Akinine. That's how you pronounce his name.
Hey, that's wide receiver 1, Westbrook Akinine.
And we re-signed Cameron Mitchell and Luke Tenuta.
That's such a meh offseason.
Yeah, I remember the Seahawks on the run with the versus the Eagles, and we can only confidently say Andy Reid won't take a receiver.
Yeah, but I feel like with the Rams first rounder that got traded, they might take a guy like Kenyon Sadiq. And as a Broncos fan, I do not want to fucking deal with Kenyon Sadiq. But to be fair, I think their need at DB is a little more pressing after shipping off their top 2 guys.
I mean, Mahomes ain't even going to be ready until like close to midseason, right?
He shouldn't be. I know he said he wanted to be ready by week 1. That's not happening on an ACL tear.
I was going to say, the Chiefs are trying to say he's going to be ready by 1.
I hope not.
Not if they care about their guy's career, they're not going to ship him out.
I was if they try to push him to the week 1, he's just going to tear it again in the first week.
I was going to say, if they try to push him to week 1, there needs to be a damn investigation.
Do you draft a backup quarterback?
Maybe in like round 5.
Yeah.
Well, didn't they just trade for a quarterback though?
Yeah, Justin Fields is the backup there now.
Oh, Justin Fields, the greatest of all time. They might
he's better than no one.
Making Andy joke since he never drafted receiver with us. He never did. No, he never drafted a good receiver. No, he
never drafted
Reggie Brown. Right?
Never really drafted receivers and then never ran the ball either.
Yeah, he went draft receivers, but he went, it happens.
It's crazy.
Was Reggie Brown in the first round? Chiefs might take a QB. They could.
Honestly, you've got me thinking about like weird, like obscure Broncos receivers now. And like the first guy that came to my mind for some reason was fucking Ashley Lilly. He was a total bust too. They took him at 35 or no, when did they draft him? No, they drafted him 19 overall in 02. Guy had like
second round.
Guy had one banger season in 2004, and then like, oh my god, like outside of that year, he never put up more than 770 yards in a season, and he played for so many different teams too. So he spent 02 to 05 in Denver. Went to Atlanta, went to San Fran, went to Oakland, didn't do shit.
Yeah. Reggie Brown was drafted in the second round. He sucked. Kolb was drafted the year McNabb tore his ACL.
Oh
yeah, but Kolb played like one series, it felt like, and then got concussed, and then they put in Michael Vick, and the rest was history.
There's another wide receiver that I remember being really excited about for a minute, and then he just never materialized at all. Montreal Washington, I remember, got picked in the 5th round of like the 22 draft, and I remember we were all so hyped about Montreal Washington. We're like, oh dude, this guy's gonna be our secret weapon, bro. Like this guy's gonna go crazy, bro. He's gonna be returning punts up the ass, bro. And then he had like 5 career catches.
what was it, Jalen Reagor and freaking Nelson Aguilar?
Did we even use him as no, he got more rushing attempts than he did catches. He had 4 receptions for 2 yards.
Yeah.
Speaking
That's
of
That's
drafts,
Crazy. Did he do anything as a return man?
I know
Not
Cole
really.
sucked. I just meant when McNabb tore his ACL, he drafted another QB. That's true. Did Reed draft Nick Foles as well? Or was that Kelly?
I think it was Chip Kelly. Let me go see when he was picked, because you'll be able to tell me who the coach was at that point. 3rd round of the 2012 draft.
That was.
I want to say that's Chip Kelly.
Yeah, I do not follow college football because they ruined it. Yeah,
Yeah, the transfer portal really did a number on college ball.
they really did. I'm not really a fan.
I ain't
never really
complaining.
liked college. I know, Mr. National.
Hey, what's up, Deborah? We're having a good night. Happy to see a new face in here.
speaking of drafts,
Deborah
How-
thinks we're cool.
how are we feeling about the draft?
I think people are almost treating this one like they treated 2013. Because I remember in 2013, like, the big talk was how good the 2014 class was going to be. Even though I'm pretty sure 2013 produced more Pro Bowlers or like All Pros. But like this draft, it's like the quarterback class is super top heavy. You've only got one guy that you can guarantee is going to go in the first round, and that's Fernando Mendoza at 1st overall. Everything after that's going to kind of be a dart throw. And there's only so many guys on the board that I think are really going to get looks from teams. Like, I think the only guys you're really going to see go like first 2 days are probably like Mendoza, Simpson, maybe Nussmeier. Although I think he might project more as a pocket passer, Carson Beck. I think are going to be like your day 1 and 2 guys. And then it's going to be like, maybe you get like a Cade Klubnik in the 4th. Maybe the 3rd, Drew Aller out of Penn State, Jalen Green, Cole Payton.
Yeah.
Although I think it's Cole Payton that like profiles just as a really interesting player.
I want to get your guys' opinion on this because this was.
Sorry.
You're good. I want to get your guys' opinion on this because this was talked about a lot on like the Pat McAfee show on X. This was all over the place. Dan, however you pronounce his last name, the dude who ran out the back is his own end zone.
Orlovsky?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's saying Ty Simpson is going to be pick 1 over Fernando Mendoza.
No.
Well, no.
Hell no.
He says he's a better prospect. I don't think he said he was going to be picked number 1. But
I don't.
In the long run, he's going to be better.
I don't think Simpson's a.
I don't think he's a better prospect either.
Also, and I will throw this out, Alabama historically does not have a great quarterback history in the NFL.
Yeah. Realignment.
Like when
ruined college football, and Foles was drafted by Andy Reid.
Like Alabama's had a better track record with QBs lately because you had Hurts, you had Tua's peak years. Whether you like him now or not, Tua had a couple of really good years at Alabama. But like historically, Alabama does not have a good quarterback history. I'm not saying Simpson's going to be a bust because of that, but like if we're just helmet scouting here, like you know what I mean.
You have to remember
like,
that Hurts isn't even an Alabama quarterback.
Didn't he play his final season at Bama?
No, he played at Oklahoma.
Oh, that's right. He was a Bama QB at some point.
Yeah, but I'm just making the joke because
okay. Yeah, they're both red teams. Filthy communists in my college football.
The problem I'm having is to sit there and say that what Dan said was that Fernando played no big games while he's sitting there as national champion.
Natty, Rose Bowl champ. Hasn't Indiana won a couple of other bowl games like in Mendoza's time there?
We won the Rose Bowl. We won the Peach Bowl. I mean, 2024 wasn't. We didn't have Mendoza then. I can't remember his name off the top of my head.
I think that take is so brain dead. Like, I don't say that a lot about stuff, but like that, I think that is genuinely like a brain dead take. Like, I don't know what Orlovsky's like thinking with that one. I think
I will say that like I can see like early in the season, like Ty Simpson was a Heisman
Yeah, he was
like
good,
front-runner.
but he started losing his steam very quickly into the season.
Yeah. They're saying because of injuries and stuff. But yeah.
I think Simpson's going to go to a better situation too. So like I think that bias is going to like make Dan Orlovsky's ego just inflate for a minute because Mendoza is still going to be stuck on the Raiders. Like I know they did a lot to address the team over free agency, but like they still got to fix the offensive line, and I still think they need to go out and get him some actual weapons. So like maybe early on, if Ty Simpson ends up starting, like he starts out faster because he's going to be in a better situation. But like,
yeah. But to put in perspective, I think
Mendoza is the better player. Like
to put in perspective what he's done, he's taken a team that's historically been the losingest program in college sports, and has turned them into a 16-0 perfect team.
I do want to see what they like say each guy's weakness is. I am a little intrigued.
Both are arm strength.
Because this is on NFL Draft Buzz. So I'm going to go over each guy's strengths and each guy's weaknesses according to these guys, okay? So Mendoza first. Here's what they like about Mendoza. His strengths. Pre-snap processing is advanced. He identifies coverage shells and finds a soft spot quickly. Ball placement is a genuine strength with touch on back shoulder throws and anticipation into tight windows. Arm talent covers the field. Operates the RPO game at a high level, functional athlete who can execute design runs, move on boots, pick up first downs, tough in the pocket, protects the ball at a high level, and then performed his best in his biggest games. So there's that. So Simpson's strengths, and this is what they list. Pre-snap maestro who consistently uses motion to decode coverages. Post-snap eyes manipulate the safeties like a puppeteer. Release quickness beats the rush before it develops. With mechanics so clean you could teach them at quarterback camps tomorrow. Placement turns routine completions into yak opportunities. Pocket presence combines spatial awareness with internal clock. Mental processing speed operates at warp drive. Decision making through 9 games produced 0 picks against 21 touchdowns. Leadership manifests through total command at the line. So now here's both guys' weaknesses. Indiana's system created easy completions, and the scheme question will follow him into the NFL. Eye manipulation needs development. He tends to lock onto his primary target rather than moving defenders. Footwork gets loose when he's flushed from the pocket, which affects accuracy on off-platform throws. Not a dynamic scrambler despite functional athleticism. Extending plays outside structure remains inconsistent. 2025 tape lacked improvisation compared to his Cal film, raising questions about creativity under NFL pressure. Ty Simpson's weaknesses. Physical tools won't blow anyone away at the combine, lacking the elite arm strength that makes scouts drool over prototypes. Frame could benefit from another 10 to 15 pounds. Deep ball touch shows inconsistency, occasionally underthrowing receivers who have beaten coverage. Ball security emerged as a legitimate concern with fumbles in 5 consecutive games, struggling to protect the ball. Sample size remains limited with just 15 career starts. And late season struggles against defensive coordinator or suggest D coordinators figured out his tendencies once the film accumulated.
What was the?
I still think Fernando projects as a better prospect. I think Mendoza's stuff is coachable. Simpson, you just don't know right now. Like you're taking a total like hack basically. If you take Ty Simpson high, because it's almost the Anthony Richardson situation, just with less arm talent
and older. Yeah, man, I think Francisco is. I like Francisco.
Fernando.
Yeah, that.
Francisco.
Fernando. Yeah, Fernando.
Cheers, I'll drink to that.
Yeah, Fernando is the better prospect. I mean, I wanna look at the tape and see what Orlovsky's seeing. I don't know where to find.
That's what I want to find out what Orlovsky sees and Ty Simpson to think that he is better than Fernando.
I keep thinking Francisco.
Francesco Bernoulli.
It's
Let's
beginning to
see.
feel at this point you could throw Tua back in college, and Orlovsky would take him over Fernando.
Oh, Lord.
Taylon Green. I like Taylon Green, QB from Arkansas. Anybody know anything about him?
I could pull him up real quick. I just closed my draft tabs too, so that's
What
tragic.
site do you use
Taylon-
for your scouting reports?
NFLDraftBuzz.com.
Let me go get I have a magazine.
I find him. Taylon Green. So he is. So they project his play style as a dual threat. Ran a 4.36 40. Got a Senior Bowl invite. So coming out of high school, he was a 3-star from ESPN, 3-star from 24/7, and then a 2-star with Rivals. His comparisons are Milroe, Richardson, and Riley Leonard.
Which screen are you looking at again?
NFLDraftBuzz.com.
Which green?
His strengths, so the combine workout confirmed historically rare athleticism for the position. Topped every QB in athletic testing, was not close. Capable of turning broken plays into first down with his legs alone. Deep ball accuracy stands out, showing natural arm talent on vertical routes. Effective runner on designed QB concepts, not just scrambles. Shows improved poise in the pocket compared to the Boise State tape. Elevated release point at his height creates throwing lanes over the interior, strong in RPO, competitive mindset. His weakness is elongated throwing motion slows his release and gives the defense extra time. And that's what kind of got Tebow flamed out.
But that's fixable, isn't it?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't think Tebow ever got the coaching to really like hammer in and fix it.
Well, they started at year one, right?
They can coach him out. He got starts late in the year. Because he got drafted in 2010, and they ran with Orton the whole year.
Green is 6'6" with a 43-inch vertical.
Yeah, he's 6'6" and runs a 4.3 40. Like, guy's an athletic monster. I think he's the kind of raw prospect that probably has scouts drooling. But so to finish up on his weaknesses, short and intermediate accuracy is inconsistent. I think I see the Richardson comparison. Turnover-worthy play rate spiked during his final college season. Tends to retreat from the pocket rather than climbing. Post-snap processing against zone coverage remains a work in progress. Completion percentage never tops 61% in any full season. Ball security needs attention, particularly on designed runs in traffic.
He'd be a good developmental project.
And I think that's what he's going to get projected as. I think this is a guy that you take day 3 as a maybe a round 6 flyer, round 5, round 6 flyer, and you're just you know what? Fuck it, come develop. Do not let Sean McVay get his hands on this guy.
with this QB draft class, I think this is going to be the type of draft class that that a team really is going to have to need a quarterback to draft from. Either that or they are looking to work on someone to make them their next franchise quarterback.
Can't be worse than Shador.
Thax makes a really good point. Wilson had a longer throwing pattern when he arrived, and it got down to a third of a second release, I think. I don't remember hearing about how he focused on that in his second season. Okay, so that is definitely something that can be fixed. I do very much appreciate the context, Thax. Attaboy.
Thank you, Thax.
Thank you, Thax.
Another person I'm looking at quarterback-wise. Thank you.
There we go.
Another person I'm looking at quarterback-wise is Nussmeier out of I gotta remember his call. LSU.
What are they? Here, I'm gonna pull up Nussmeier real quick.
He's ranked number.
Ranked prospect.
Yeah.
So and it's like I said about him earlier when we were talking about this. He is going to be more of a pocket guy. Ran a 4.82, maybe not the biggest guy physically. He's 6'2", 203. The measurables aren't exactly there. He is Case Keenum size.
He's comparing
to Quinn Ewers, Dylan Gabriel, and Bo Nix. I think Bo's a little more athletic than that.
Okay, so I got a question from the chat.
Okay.
Who historically has been the best college quarterback school? Someone they were debating Stanford.
I was gonna say I'd be willing to give you Stanford.
I mean, you have Andrew Luck and you have
Luck
Elway.
Luck and Elway. Man, who else? Like Cal has had some good quarterbacks. A-Rod is like my go-to example there. Oh man, Michigan I think has had a pretty decent history. I think Tom Brady does some heavy lifting for Michigan, but like
UW Huskies sent plenty of QBs to the NFL, highlighted by Warren.
Washington has sent a good number of guys.
One of the top quarterbacks, which is right now, I believe, Bo Nix sits in there, and the best quarterback currently. He's from Oregon.
Yeah, I was gonna say like the West Coast does a lot of lifting at the quarterback position. I've noticed.
There was an argument about USC, but I just can't get past the fact of John David Booty, Mark Sanchez for
USC weirds me out. There's another guy that I'm thinking of too, Matt Leinart.
No, yeah,
like another big stain on USC.
Wasn't Achilles Smith on USC? Was that Achilles Smith?
Not sure.
But talking about Nussmeier again, he does remind me of, based on what I've seen in his games, he reminds me of a lot of Bo Nix, just with less athleticism.
Nussmeier?
Yeah. He does remind me a lot of Bo Nix, just with less athleticism.
Okay. Okay, so his strengths, and I think that here in a minute we could probably get to a pretty good stopping point, like on the draft quarterback stuff. Yeah. Maybe do like a thing at the end where we're just like, okay, what do you think your team does in the draft? But we'll get to that in a minute. So they like that. So he can really spin it when he wants to. Effortless velocity, arrives in a hurry. Real touch on intermediate throws. Gets rid of it fast when the first read is there. Quick game is a huge plus with him. Plays with fire. Teammates respond. So he is a leader. Throws it clean on the move. Manipulate the arm angle. Understands ball placement. Command at the line of scrimmage. They don't like his build. They say he gets married to his first read too often. That is the exact phrasing. Gambler mentality when he's hunting for a big play. Can be fooled by post-snap disguises, and the pocket movement isn't always clean.
Okay. So he's like a David Garrard, not a David Garrard, Byron Leftwich almost.
That's a pull. Byron Leftwich is a pull. I was gonna say, like, who do I even think that like even profiles like that?
It was very clumsy in the pocket, Byron.
Leftwich was?
Oh yeah.
Oof. I'd almost say he like sounds like a shorter Paxton Lynch.
that too.
Which
you might be thinking of Rodney Peete, not Achilles Smith.
LSU baby, Nussmeier has been pretty solid. Okay, and see, like I think like depending on how needy a team is, like there might be a team in the first round willing to send it on Nussmeier. Like I still think that there will be some quality quarterback play out of this class. Like I do think you have some guys at the top, and I think Nussmeier gets really overlooked with the two guys above him in this class. Just because, like, the top two. I think Nussmeier set himself apart at the Combine, though. Like, I think Nussmeier looked pretty good at the Combine.
I think he'd be a guy that could start a few games over the season.
Nussmeier almost, reminds me, and maybe if there's a Broncos fan in chat that, like, can, like, second me on this, he almost gives me, like, Simeon with a stronger arm.
Yeah.
I believe if
Simeon wasn't that big of a guy.
If a team is really desperate for a quarterback right now, I do believe either Simpson or Nussmeier could be started and drafted within the first few rounds.
Yeah, I think it's going to go Mendoza round one for sure. I think Simpson could maybe fringe in round one. I think that really depends on a team situation here. I don't know if the Jets are willing to swing on Ty Simpson right now.
I could see the Steelers.
I could almost see the Steelers taking Nussmeier over Simpson, to be honest.
That's true. The Browns?
God, Cleveland would swing on Ty Simpson. Carson Beck probably goes round 2, round 3. Klubnik probably goes 3 or 4. Aller, same deal. Taylon Green is really interesting, though, and I do want to float back to this real quick. I think there's going to be a team that sees his physical prospects, and if he falls to round 3, somebody's going to pull that trigger. Somebody will pull that trigger in, like, round 3. Round 4, maybe, just because somebody is going to be so enamored with the physicals there that they're going to be like, you know what, we can squeeze a Lamar Jackson out of this.
Yeah.
Someone's going to talk themselves into it.
This is completely off topic, but I just remembered who our quarterback was in 2025 or 2024 because he was the last quarterback that Indiana was able to get drafted out. That was Curtis Rourke.
Who?
Curtis Rourke.
Curtis Rourke.
Yes, he was the quarterback for Indiana. He's currently with the San Francisco 49ers.
Backup, third string?
I believe third string.
Or is he in college?
He's currently drafted.
No, Canadian pro quarterback with the Niners. Okay.
Okay, so the last time the Raiders picked number 1 overall, obviously Jamarcus Russell.
Oof.
You know the quarterback taken after him?
And what draft is this? 07?
07, yeah. This is reminding me.
Who was even in that draft?
You want to know?
I do.
Kevin Kolb and then John Beck.
Wow. Oh.
John Beck. This is giving me.
That's like a pick your poison of garbage quarterbacks.
Look, now don't get me wrong on Mendoza's obviously not going to be Jamarcus Russell.
That's a crazy pull. Kevin Kolb was a first-round pick.
No, he was a second. There was no other quarterback.
Oh, there wasn't anyone else that went until Kolb? Wow.
Yeah. This is giving me that kind of vibe, but not to the same, degree, because obviously Mendoza's a better QB.
In terms of Mendoza, I know he's going to be picked first round. After Mendoza, I do believe either we see Jeremiah Love or Caleb Downs get taken.
Yeah.
Because I just think the quarterback class is weak in terms of this draft.
Yeah. It is a weaker class this year at quarterback. To close out the show, I want to know what you guys think your teams are going to do with their first pick of the draft. So, Ender, will go to you. Colts obviously only have a second-round pick to start this out. What do you think they do with that pick in round 2?
I am seeing, from what I've read and everything, the Colts apparently are looking at Elijah Sherratt for their pick.
Elijah Sherratt. What position does he play?
He is the wide receiver out of Indianapolis for this year. So he's the one that played with Mendoza.
Okay, so he's the other guy to Omar Cooper.
Yeah.
Where is he even in this ranking? Oh, there he is. 13. Okay. Oh, and Trent has left. Trent gone. Ender, what do?
I don't know. Where'd he go?
Trent's gone. Panic.
Panic.
Oh God, panic. Where is Trent?
Two-legged tables aren't stable.
Oh, he's back. The parameters.
He's returned.
Trent has returned.
What happened?
He's back.
I'm back.
Oh, we were just panicking.
No, you're good. It was my dog.
Fair. Okay, so Ender is saying Colts are looking at Elijah Sherratt for their first pick in the second round. He's the second receiver out of Indiana in this draft. What do you think Philly does with their pick? They've got a first rounder this year, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Let me.
Oh, busting out the magazine.
Old man.
He's got the physical scouting book.
Old.
I'm going to be 100% honest. I didn't even know they made those.
I see him at Walmart sometimes.
They're saying tight end, but Dallas Goedert's already been signed.
They might take a guy to develop behind him.
They might, but I think offensive tackle, they're being... Hold on, let me find the mock draft on page 18. I find physical media easier to read than...
No, that's valid. I get that 100%.
Based on the mock draft I'm reading, they have Malachi Lemon.
What position?
Wide receiver.
Wide receiver.
The one I'm seeing is Caden Proctor, offensive tackle, Alabama.
I could see that.
I can see that too.
Get somebody to replace Lane Johnson.
But everybody's saying that AJ Brown's going to get traded. I doubt AJ gets traded.
You never know.
I doubt, unless he commands a king's ransom at this point. So
Howie or AJ?
AJ.
I mean, Howie will also command a king's ransom for AJ. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah. So I don't see them trading him. And it's kind of a weaker draft class when it comes to the receiver position. So
yeah, I don't think it's weak. I just think it's top heavy. I don't think there's
top heavy. There's not a lot of depth. If you're gonna go, you're gonna go next year. If you're gonna trade AJ, because I think AJ has a better season this year.
That's fair.
But offensive tackle, I think, and then they go edge.
Yeah, this receiver class is top heavy.
If I'm looking at Denver right now, it's 62. Like, honestly, I see them going linebacker. If I had to pick a guy that they take, I think it's either Anthony Hill if he somehow falls to 62, or like Jacob Rodriguez.
I'm sorry,
you not think Anthony Hill's gonna fall that far?
No, that's my brother's name.
Oh,
It's just the idea of
Anthony Hill Jr. from Texas. If he falls to 62, I think that's who Denver has to go. If he's not there, maybe they float Jacob Rodriguez.
So that's what my mock draft currently has them taking as Anthony Hill Jr.
Is Anthony Hill, and that's kind of where I think like the consensus pick for Denver is an inside linebacker.
My brother's a heavy guy. I don't think he's running a 40.
Let me check out I can't even spell Anthony Hill.
If you look on NFL Draft Buzz, he's the 5th guy down the list for the draft.
You guys want to hear the mock draft from the magazine?
I do. I'm actually interested to have this close the show out. I'm interested.
You guys want to wait till you want to wait until Ender finds him?
Let Ender find Anthony Hill Jr.
He is the LB for Texas. I'm just trying to get
6'2", ran a 4.51.
Yeah, this is a little old. This magazine's a little old because Denver's still picking.
I was gonna say, was this before the Waddle trade?
Yeah, a little bit.
I mean,
it's still info.
He doesn't look too bad. He would do good with the Broncos.
I think Vance Joseph would have a field day with that kid.
How many times I make Anthony Hill in Madden? Every year that I've had Madden.
Exceptional sideline to sideline range, runs downhill with violence and bad intentions.
Yep, tackle grades are elite.
Quick trigger processor who reads keys at the snap and fires into the gaps.
This guy forces fumbles.
Ball production's off the charts with 8 career forced fumbles against SEC competition.
They point out that he's clutch. So
clutch performer
cool.
who delivered in Texas's.
Yeah.
Coverage responsibilities at Texas were extensive. Overly
switch is big in the NFL.
Overly aggressive with his reads and occasionally overruns players, creating cutback lanes.
Tackles high, man coverage against backs is a work in progress.
That's everything you can coach.
Offensive lineman needs refinement, and then play action can draw him too quick. Are there knocks on him? I think that's all coachable.
Yeah, that's all coachable.
I think if Denver can, I think if they can wander into Anthony Hill at 62, I think that's a steal.
That is a hell of a steal.
Was a defensive end, as he played the end in high school.
Anthony did.
Yeah, I mean he's basically like Bobby Boucher.
I also played defensive. I played like everywhere on the D line and everywhere on the O line except for center. And I was kind of asked to all of them.
I got hit once, and I was like, okay, I'm more of like, I like to watch football, not participate.
I bowled in high school.
It's not for everybody. Oh, yeah, we were talking about that the other day.
I was a bowler in high school.
A bowler? Can
Yeah.
you bowl pretty? Did he bowl like a 300?
I've never bowled a 300 yet. That's hard to do.
That's a perfecto.
Yeah. What's your highest bowling score?
I can't remember off the top of my head. It has been a few years since I've bowled.
My best is a 120.
I think mine's like a 70.
I've gotten maybe a 150.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
That's
You're
coming off
Hill.
of never having any bowling experience before that.
That's valid. All
So-
right, close us out. Give
All
us
right.
the prophecy before
Well-
Jaylen Waddle.
According to Matthew Friedman,
Okay.
Las Vegas is going to take Fernando, obviously.
Uh-huh.
New York Jets are going to take Arvell Reese, linebacker out of Ohio State.
I could see that.
Arizona Cardinals, Ruben Bain, edge from Miami.
I could also see that.
Tennessee, David Bailey, edge. Dude, edge rusher this draft
This is a big edge rusher class.
Cardinal Tate to New York.
Yeah.
Cleveland, Francis Maigoa. They need help everywhere.
Yeah.
Washington Commanders, Caleb Downs.
I
New Orleans
don't-
Saints, Jordan Tyson, and Kansas City Chiefs, Jeremiah Love.
Do I see Caleb
I-
Downs falling that low into the first round? Or do I
A
see
lot of these,
Downs?
Caleb Downs?
Yeah. I don't see
A lot of
him.
these-
I feel like every team, like I feel like the teams that are taking edges, like in this scenario, like their quarterback situation is such a shit show that like they're not going to take one in this draft.
Mm.
There's no point in taking a receiver or in taking a receiver yet if you don't know what you're doing at quarterback.
well, Caleb Downs is a safety, isn't he?
Or is he?
Yeah, Caleb Downs is
Yeah.
safety.
Oh yeah.
I pulled
Even
a 20,
still,
haven't looked back.
like teams are going to be trying to pull like their defenses together. That's just
you
lack
want
of
your
ball
ed-
on
you
my
want
side.
your line and your front seven good before your backs.
What did your
Secondary.
What did your thing say they had New York Giants taking?
Cardell Tate.
Okay, my thing says they
Yeah.
have Jeremiah Love.
Ooh.
Get a weapon for Jackson Dart. That would be crazy. If
Yeah, they're not gonna. I mean, they could have running back by committee, right?
That would be probably the greatest two-headed monster at running back in like a generation.
The Colts do not have a first round pick, do they?
No, they
No.
do not. Neither does
Our
Denver
first
now.
round pick was Sauce Gardner.
Sauce Gardner. Same with
Anything
next year.
The Eagles take will be awesome. Just take the best guy. I agree. The Eagles definitely should take the best guy on the field, but I would love for them to get a replacement for Lane Johnson because this might be his last season.
The Eagles definitely have wiggle room to take BPA.
So what position was Lane Johnson?
Right tackle.
Right tackle.
Let me see what the prospects look like for right tackle. If I can get this site to work with me here.
Last season, the Hawks reminded everyone that D wins Super Bowls. Now everyone is going to try to fix their stuff. True.
Last 2 seasons.
Yeah, really. That's no kidding. I mean, the Broncos proved it once. The Seahawks proved it twice.
The number 1 offensive lineman in the Mide, Ola Vavega Loan. I don't know how to say it.
I'll find him real quick.
He's a
Fine.
guard. The guards usually don't go early.
No, let me see if I can get tackles only real quick. Okay, yeah. So it's Francis Mauigoa out of University of Miami, Spencer Fano out of Utah, Caden Proctor out of Bama, and then Olivia Vega, Ion. I got nothing there. Ion out of Penn, and then it's Monroe Freeling out of Georgia, Caleb Lomu out of Utah. And then like Emmanuel Pregnant out of Oregon, Blake Miller out of Clemson. These names. Max E. Henniker out of Zona. That's bad.
Wait.
We have butchered names.
Is Kaniga gonna be in the draft?
Who?
That Kaniga guy.
Maybe.
Do you know who I'm talking about, Ender?
Yeah, I don't know how to spell his name without being canceled.
Oh. Maybe. Oh God.
I don't think he's declared for the draft.
He'll save NFL commentating crews for another season.
Let me see.
Oh God.
Based off the mock draft I'm looking at, with the pick that Indiana gave the Jets for pick 16, they are looking to apparently pick Ty Simpson
Oof.
for pick 16 in the first round.
That will be a decision.
That would be a Jets type of decision.
Yeah, he is. He is. He went to college in 2024. I just remember his.
So he's not even eligible to declare yet.
No, last year he was a 3-star prospect, 111 tackles in high school. Okay.
Solid.
Eastern Michigan.
So he can't commit until after this college season, then, right?
Yeah, I believe you have to be a junior.
It's 3 years removed from high school.
Yeah.
Before you can declare. All right. Well, we'll be safe for another year.
At least. Is Arch coming next year, or does it depend on who's number one of the draft?
I imagine Arch commits this year if he has a damn good season at Texas.
But if it's the Jets...
Well, if they're picking Ty Simpson, he don't got to worry about shit.
Hate to say it, but Simpson is a good football name historically.
That's fair.
That is fair.
Maybe not the best.
If any of the Colts people are listening right now, please try and get Arch Manning when he declares.
I don't think...
Trade the farm.
Does Peyton want him to go there?
I mean, Peyton and the Colts still have good chemistry.
Okay, we're good. Yeah. Okay, I thought that there was a problem. Who was it?
Oh,
I don't know.
Lord.
Caden Proctor. That's who they say they're going to get. 6'7", 360 pounds.
Big man.
Opposing left tackle. Proctor has been in left side since arriving in Tuscaloosa. With a frame that big, his game is violence. Everything he touches is with bad intention.
Jesus.
He sounds like an eagle.
That is
is
a description of a player of all time.
Were they painting him as a football player or as a mass murderer?
I don't know.
It sounds like we're discussing a fucking serial killer.
It sounds like you pulled him off a lineup instead of a football field.
Oh, Lord.
All right.
Well, I think that is... Oh, you got some?
What do you got coming out?
Yeah, true. Ender.
I'm hoping by sometime in April I can get that Colts video out. I keep procrastinating on it.
I keep procrastinating the big Bronco video, too. But I will be working on the awards show video this weekend. I will get some work done on that. Ender got the graphics done. I got to do the recording.
I plan on starting a new gameplay series over on the main channel.
Hey, nice.
I'm going to try and do Minecraft through the ages of its updates.
Hey, there you go. That'll be cool. I've got, and then I'm doing a Geometry Dash night tonight as well. So
Nice.
over on the alt.
And I will be working on, I think well, the first thing is I'm gonna kind of recap the mock draft and talk a little bit about the players. The other thing is a new thing where I talk about the dishonorable 5, the worst teams in the NFL, 5 worst teams in the NFL.
Okay, that'll be cool.
I need to ask this. Cool. When are we getting a Trent gaming channel?
I have a gaming channel.
You do?
I have a Geometry Dash channel.
Yeah, Retro is my name.
I will check that out and give you a sub.
The goddamn Discord.
I just haven't done it in a long time.
That's fine.
Because another series I have planned for my main channel is retro games and stuff like that from like the N64, NES, and all that.
Yeah, I did. I was a retro gaming speedrunner on Twitch for a long time.
That's cool.
Because one series I want to do is go
cool.
through and replay the Zelda series completely through.
That's a fun one. I beat the first one on NES.
I could never beat the first one, and Zelda 2 made me so angry.
Zelda 2 is an interesting. It's the reason we don't have a side-scrolling.
True. That game was weird.
My first forte into Zelda was Ocarina of Time on the N64.
Mine was The Legend of Zelda.
I think the only one I played was A Link to the Past on Super Nintendo.
I have that. That one was my second.
First time I played that game was on the Game Boy. The Game Boy Advance.
I'm not a geometry guy, but you're intriguing me.
Yeah, they had it. I had the dual cartridge with that and Four Swords. Or not Four Swords, Minish Cap.
Fact says Zelda 2 was peak.
No.
It's a good game.
Mm.
Well, I'm more of a Mega Man guy.
See, I was always a Mario and Sonic kid growing up.
I was a Zelda and Yu-Gi-Oh kid.
Obviously.
Super Star Wars was my jam, too.
When I grew up, it was Zelda, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Beyblades.
I played a lot of Need for Speed as a kid. Need for Speed Most Wanted. Need for Speed Most Wanted on PS2.
That was a banger game.
Carbon on PS3 I thought was really cool too.
Anybody play Burnout?
I've seen it, but I've not played it.
On the DS as like a freebie off of the fucking DSi store.
One of my favorite games of all time is Parasite Eve 1 and 2 for the PlayStation 1. And I need Square Enix to please fucking remake it at some point. Stop remaking Final Fantasy over and over and over again.
In your dreams, buddy.
Oh, hello. Well, you got one. I thought you meant like geometry contest, but video game is categorically cooler. Yes. It's a fun little game. It's like, what is Geometry Dash?
It's like a rhythm game.
It's part rhythm game, part platformer. You might have to check out my second channel. I've decided to make the jump from a medium demon to an insane. I'm practicing supersonic.
Nice.
He's pulling a Sean Payton and ripping a fat bong and just going for it.
That's the idea, except I will be ripping a 40 or a fucking pint of Epic Brewing Pfeiffer horn.
And I will probably be going to sleep.
That is my plan after this, because my throat is starting to get sore again.
That's
all right, guys.
That is fair. Well, that's going to do it for the show tonight, everybody. Whether or not you are watching on Trent's side, whether or not you are watching on Ender's side once he uploads his end of the VOD, whether or not you are watching on my side, don't forget to like and subscribe. Helps all of us small channels out. If you're on mobile, hype the videos as well. That is a feature that I did notice they brought back. And with that being said, want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in tonight. It's been an honor. Glad to be back doing this. And yeah, this has been your triumvirate show. Can't really do a Four Corners plug because Anthony's not here. So the triumvirate has spoken. Have a great night, everybody.
Good night.